it's coming up through the sidewalk. The buildings were making a racket.
와, 나가大丈夫あれ? Of, I should say, the mobile home fire caused by the Napa earthquake. Unfortunately, 5 homes were destroyed because of this, and the big problem, as you can see pieces of the home falling onto the ground there as the fire continues to burn, was that the earthquake actually shattered some of the underground water lines, so firefighters had to lay hose almost the entire way throughout the mobile home park here, making it quite the firefight. You can see, unfortunately, again, 5 homes, 1, 2, 3, 4 is back there, and 5 the firefighters are still working on as we speak. 5 homes gone, and as you can imagine, the challenge in all of this was the fact that mobile homes are so close together, less than 20 feet apart, and unfortunately they really aren't conducive to stand up against fire. These homes are modular homes, and they don't have a whole lot of insulation or firefighting material inside, so when one started, it didn't take long for the rest of them to go up. Once firefighters got a great handle on this, they got the rest of the area under control.
We heard a huge explosion downstairs. We ran up to see what it was. And I guess they didn't get the fire under control, because there it is. Burning! Oh, I hope everyone made it out of there okay.
Ужас!
के गरेको यो आउनु छ नि उताबाट आउनु हल्लिरहेछ है हल्लिरहेछ बाटोमा सर
Madonna Santissima! Via per favore, via! Filippo! Fuori! Di drammatico. Madonna! È pazzesco! Incredibile! Correte! 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 Madonna Santissima! Guarda come si muove!
All across northern Japan, they felt it. A violent magnitude 9.0 earthquake on March 11, 2011. It was centered about 80 miles offshore, and tsunami warnings went up immediately. In coastal cities, people knew what to do next: run to higher ground. It's from these vantage points on hills and in tall buildings that incredible footage was captured. In Tsunami, people retreated to a high-rise rooftop and could only watch in horror as tsunami waves inundated their city, knocking buildings into rubble and mixing into a kind of tsunami soup filled with vehicles, building parts, and contents. Seawater cascaded over seawalls and into cities. This video shows the water rushing over an 18-foot seawall into Kamaishi City. The seawall here was the world's deepest and largest, but not enough for the magnitude of the March 11 disaster. It was the largest quake ever known in Japan, and one of the 5 largest recorded in the world. More than 28,000 people are confirmed dead or missing. When 2 tectonic plates push together under the sea, the resulting earthquake sends an enormous burst of energy up through the ocean, displacing enormous quantities of water. With the upward motion, a series of waves expands in all directions. In deep water, these waves travel fast, up to 500 miles an hour, but only reach a height of a few feet. A passing ship might not even notice. But as the waves enter shallow waters, friction with the ocean floor lowers the wave's speed, but raises their height. This video is from a Japan Coast Guard ship confronting a tsunami wave in shallow water on March 11. And a rare view from the air, video of a tsunami wave approaching the shoreline. In this photo, the ripples of tsunami waves are seen moving upstream in the Naka River at Hitachi Naka City. New technology left an enormous amount of visual evidence for study in years to come, and can perhaps help us better understand the power of earthquakes and tsunamis and prevent loss of life in the future.
In just moments, roads turned to quicksand, swallowing cars and swamping suburbs.
Oh, it was straight after the earthquake, mate. It was frightful.
This process, called liquefaction, has left much of the city a soggy, crumbled mess.
But the liquefaction, I mean, the suburban streets are like rivers.
You'll see these ladies over here, they're just sinking.
The silty, saturated layers of soil just below Christchurch were so severely shaken, they liquefied. And with much of the city built on soft earth, seismologists believe the phenomena has heightened the devastation.
Construction workers get alarmed after the ground underneath them turns into a thick ocean of saturated soil. This is pretty trippy.
Here, hold this and just watch, just shine right at the bucket.
Wow, that's fucking...
This is Dabu7. I want to share with you guys here just a quick clip of the liquefaction that took place in Indonesia, showing exactly what happened to the landscape from this earthquake that took place there. Look at this from satellite imagery. This is what happened to the land as it just gives way like a massive landslide. And this whole region, which was houses, farmland, and everything else, gives way. And you would think, to see something like this, there would have to be a massive wall of water pushing in. Well, this isn't the case when you talk about liquefaction, where the earth becomes liquefied pretty much and starts to shift, as you're seeing here. But it's not every day you get to see this process, this magnitude. This is why so many people lost their lives and are still missing in this region. Wanted to make sure people seen it for what it was, because this can happen anywhere.